Hey, it's been a while, guys. I look a little rough, but it is like 9:30 here, so I'm gonna say it just kind of felt whimsy to do this. Uh, I'm still doing the Toddcast for my job, New Dimension Comics. For those who wondered why I took a hiatus and this, that, and the other, well, got busy. Think I'm trying to fix my hair and it's not working out well. But there we go. That's slightly better. Uh, but things happen. Try to make sure everything looks better. I'm gonna have a better background. I don't like this side this way, but that'll be worked on later. I've been so busy with other things, uh, kind of catching up. A little bit of update of what's going on since the last time I did this. It said I did one about 3 months ago, which sounds about right. I've been prepping and preparing, doing different shows. Um, I think I've done one, two, three, four, five shows so far. Two the last 2 weekends. Our Three Rivers Con was the first week of June uh, in downtown Pittsburgh in the David L. And then I was at the Sci-Fi Valley Con in Altoona this past weekend. Um, I'm not going to really get into it too much because I know I've already kind of described what we were doing, kind of already showed off what I got. If you guys want to see more of that, you just go to the Toddcast, just type in Toddcast or New Dimension Comics. We will pop up and you'll get to see all the fun stuff we got, all the, talking about the little stories here and there. There are some stories that, of course, were left out. But in general, I'm not going to really go over it too much about that. I feel like we've already kind of talked about it enough. But I just kind of wanted to touch base that I will probably be doing a solo thing in addition to what I normally do with John representing my company. Uh, it's probably going to be a little different. I think I'm still going to show off stuff maybe we don't have time to on the podcast. Uh, but I also want to kind of keep you guys updated of what I'm doing in general and what it's like to be part of a con from the inside. Um, Especially the Three Rivers Con, where I basically was the floor manager. I helped check in artists and vendors, which, of course, it's kind of a security, making sure we know who you are. We check in, you wear your wristbands, the whole 9 yards. Make sure we tell them these are the rules. Follow the rules the best you can. If not, that's where things get difficult because then when I'm like, I guess you guys won't be coming back next year. And in more serious cases, we were going, you will have to deal with the cops, and then you will, you know, do that for later. So, um, hold on. There we go. Sorry, messages popping up. But I figured get back in touch and let you guys know I'm still going to be doing this. Whether or not you guys watch me or not, that's totally up to you. I know, lame white dude here. I get it. Um, but just kind of keep you guys updated what's going on. Um, Still doing it. Everything I was before. I have actually started to shrink down my collection of things. Uh, I've recently, if you guys follow me on the socials, you'll see I usually post pictures of, hey, this is what my collections look like. You can even see behind me here, like right there. That's like my little setup there, my little man corner, so to speak. Um, I'll alternate that or I'll add to it on occasion, but Basically, what over there, I think I'm pretty much going to keep for the most part. Um, there's no real, if you guys see the top, I got some pop figures, I got some action figures, I got little things to kind of give it a decor. Um, like I said, I'm going to try to do something with this side. Uh, I do have things that I can do, but I've kind of gotten out of that Funko Pop game. There are still Funko Pops I want. There are still ones they catch my eye, and I'm like, kind of want that because I know they will not going to. It's not going to be around. I know they're. I got rid of my Masters of the Universe pops. I'm a big Masters of the Universe fan. Childhood um, toy. I grew up with it. Spent many a Christmases opening. You know, Master of the Universe figures, Castle Grayskull, the whole 9 yards. I had a lot of the OG figures. I wish I still had them. Unfortunately, time goes on, and it's one of those. Mother got rid of him, gave them away, donated them, whatever you call it. Really wish she didn't do that, but again, I think we all get to that point, and then we try to recollect them. I do have figures over there of um, Master of the Universe, but it's just not the pop figures, and I'm going to be real selective. I'm not going to go ham. I'm not going to try to spend more than my means, especially there's personal stuff like everybody else in this country. There are things going on a financial end that not really, as much disposable income as I did before. Um, and that happens. I think that happens to everybody. But I've been I've been updating actually more than anything else, which is important as a collector. I think everybody that thinks you collect, you're just a hoarder. There's no order, rhyme, or reason to what you collect. And I believe that's the exact opposite. A lot of collectors that I know, we are very, best way to put it, say anal. We are very anal about the way we have things set up. Like, look, if you could, you're seeing like I have things in a certain area here. I have like the DC is this top area here. I have like action figures behind the chair here. It's set up in a way that I want it, and it's very meticulous. It's not, oh, they're all lined up and they look cool. I have them the way I want them in a specific order, the way I'd like. I may rotate here and there, but basically the way I have them is what I prefer to have them as. Um, I've been doing a lot more art pull up. If you check out my Instagram and my Facebook, which you guys can find me, I don't hide on social media. I just don't post enough that a lot of people are like, "Well, you're an influencer wannabe." I don't think I'm that at all. Although I made the joke in our last podcast about us being influencers, uh, that's not the case. I kind of do this for it's a fun thing, it's an informative thing. I wish when I was younger I had people that kind of would give advice like, "Hey, how do you get started? How do you do this? How do you do that?" Um, like I have the Funko app downloaded. That the handful of pops I do, and it helps me keep track, so I know exactly what I have. So if I do see a pop, I'm like, "Huh, do I have that?" You click the Funko app, it pops up, and there's your list, and it shows you, oh, you have this, or you don't have this, or you want it. Because you can usually mark one of all three. But you can say the same thing about my comics. My comics, I have the CLZ app on my phone, so I could sit here and just scan, and it's in here, and it sends my info to the cloud and all that fun stuff. But it's in alphabetical order. I know what I have. I've been tinkering with it a little bit, so I know which ones are slabbed and which ones are the raw books and all that kind of stuff. And then I also use Cover Price. Um, and I enjoy that one if I'm on the computer here. It's a little easier on the website. It's a little bit better on the pricing of gauging of what books go for if you like to keep track of that kind of thing. I like to see what I have that people would consider valuable. Now, there are books that I have, of course, that are valuable to me because for nostalgic reasons, personal reasons, things of that nature. But it's also nice to know that some of the books that I do have a little bit of value to them. And if, God forbid, something does happen to me, my wife can sell them or do what she will, and you're not screwed over in a financial end. I don't want that kind of thing. And to be honest with you, I'd rather invest in a comic book that's worth a little bit of money than any stocks, bonds, and that stuff. I think we've seen over the last 10 years or so, the U.S., the economy and all that kind of stuff is really, really up and down, left and right. You don't know when it's going to drop. Uh, so I'd rather invest in other things that will hold at least a little value when the time comes. So now, don't hold me to that. This is just my personal opinion. I am not a financial advisor in any way. I figure I better say that before someone says, "Oh, but you said this." Well, again, this is the way I'm doing it. This is a personal thing. This is not a you have to do this. I'm not a speculator either. I don't believe in that. I literally do believe tried and true. Uh, collect what you like. Um, Now, I happen to like some characters that have some popularity, and their books are worth a little bit more than characters that you've probably never heard of, or some indie characters, this, that, and the other. You know, but like anything else, you collect what you like. You're always allowed to discover other characters, other books, and grab them as well. Like I said, I've shown off what I've had in other cons, and I've like to think I've expanded beyond my normal. Oh, I just want to collect X Men and Wolverine and Hulk and just Marvel all the way around. And I like I said, I'd have DC stuff too, so I'm not going to exclude DC completely. But I have expanded my portfolio into some indie stuff as well that I would consider fun reads. They just happen to be really cool as far as the. I guess they do have some value. It depends on which ones. Uh, Again, it's this day and age the indie creators uh, are their stories are a little bit more in depth than the big two. The art tends to be a little bit more creative than the big two. Not saying that Marvel DC are bad, but I think there's some predictability that we all expect the big two to always be. But we always think of independent as something lower, and that's just not the case anymore. I think, especially with Image, I mean, Image has been around for a while now. Used to be the new kid on the block. Well, this new kid on the block's been around for it's going on 4 years now. No, it's 30-ish years now. So it's they're the millennials. They're getting up there and earning their cred. But there's Dark Horse is still around. Boom Studios is very exciting. I love reading a lot of the Boom Studio Books. Um, it's one of those things that are kind of cool. Um, but I think it's all really I wanted to touch on. I just felt like getting up and doing like a quick 15-minute BS. Um, if you guys want to see more, please let me know. Please follow, like, share, subscribe, the whole 9 yards. I have a Instagram, I have a Facebook, I have a TikTok. I don't do a lot on TikTok, but I may do TikTok videos on projects that I'm doing that are upcoming. I also am probably going to do a little bit of a. Um, I will be attempting to do my very first cosplay. As you can see, I have helmets and things of that nature. Well, that's part of a cosplay. Not exactly Dr. Fate, although I would love to do a Dr. Fate cosplay. I'm not quite ready there with him yet. That's going to take a while. The one cosplay I do have, which, like I said, I showed this off on the Toddcast, but I feel like this needs kind of more of a thing. I will be doing a Mr. Knight from Moon Knight series. Look at that detail. I love it. The back is a little loose, but I'm down for it because it still stays on your head. It's really cool. I really appreciate it. Again, I want to thank Shannon Rona, aka the Pittsburgh Iron Man. Please check her out on her socials. Really easy. Just type in Pittsburgh Iron Man and pops up right away. Really appreciate this. She made this. If you can see the batons, they're up there. All I have to do now is I'm waiting for the suit. But for me to get into the suit, I am going to start getting back into my physical fitness routine and getting some weight down a little bit, and then hopefully a couple months I will be in better shape. Maybe by Halloween, this will be my first Halloween / cosplay to do it. We will see. It depends on how far I've gone in my progress. But I will be trying to do more TikToks. I will try to post more photos, and I'm always on socials, just checking things out. I don't post as much as I used to, just due to the fact of there is a lot of garbage on the internet. So I try to limit my time, but if I'm posting, I guess that means I don't have to pay attention as much. If there's anything you guys want me to do as far as a topic or anything along that line, feel free to give me suggestions. I'm always down for that. Um, Within reason, of course. I'm not going to go fully into anything. I may give a tour of my area here, like where all my stuff, where my like a more vivid, uh, better look at what I have or what I'm looking at, just to show off a little bit or to give you guys a sense of the many things that I'm into besides comic books and art and anime, and I have my little things in everything. So I could even game. I have a Twitch as well. I don't know how the thing with Twitch is. I know there's some controversial stuff going on. I don't know if you can post on there or not. Lord knows. Everybody wants their piece of the pie. I'm not doing this for a monetary thing. This is just something fun for me to do and trying to keep it at a go here. Um, but I will definitely be trying to keep everything at a pace. Um, but like I said, if there's anything you guys want, questions asked, me doing a question and answer, uh, I can do that too. The more the merrier. The better ideas I have, the easier it is for me to do a show like this. So, but just follow me on the socials, have fun with it. Not looking for anything super spectacular, but whoever does follow me, whoever does subscribe to me, uh, share, subscribe, say, hey, here's another dork talking about stuff, geek, geekdom, and whatnot. So we'll talk to you guys later. I will post. Give me another. I can post the next 2 weeks, and then I'm going to be busy again. So we'll see where it goes. I will see you guys later. You guys have a good one.